Welcome to our presentation on the Stanford Prison Experiment, an ethical analysis. In this presentation, we'll be unpacking the unethical elements of this classic psychological study.
The Stanford Prison Experiment was conducted in 1971 by psychologist Philip Zimbardo. The experiment was held at Stanford University, where he simulated a prison environment. The study aimed to examine the psychological effects of perceived power in a controlled setting.
The participants were randomly assigned as guards or prisoners. As the experiment progressed, events took a disturbing turn. Guards became increasingly aggressive and displayed abusive behavior. The study, originally planned for 2 weeks, was terminated after just 6 days due to psychological distress.
The experiment violated several ethical principles. Deception was used as participants were misled about potential trauma and proper consent was lacking. Some participants reported feeling coerced to remain in the study. Additionally, Zimbardo's dual role as lead researcher and prison superintendent created a significant conflict of interest impacting objectivity.
There was a large impact that the experiment had on the participants involved on a psychological level. The impact was far more than just a short term reaction, and it had a significant effect. Many of those involved experienced psychological issues on different severity levels that were prevalent in their day to day lives. In addition, many individuals were stripped of their own personal identity and struggled to understand the dehumanization process. There was an obvious lack of protection for the participants. The prisoners were placed into a very helpless position given the fact that they were so vulnerable under harsh conditions, while the guards who were given the task to be involved in brutality were not influenced by morality. Through the oversights that were felt, many lessons were learned to implement in the future and not allow the mistakes to happen again.
Ethical research practices require comprehensive informed consent, emphasizing clear risk disclosure. Participants must have well defined and respected withdrawal rights. Independent oversight ensures adherence to ethical standards. Post experiment debriefing and counseling are essential for participants' well being and study integrity.
There are many lessons to be learned from the Stanford Prison Experiment that are important to acknowledge and reflect on. It highlights the fact that valuable insights can be gained from such experiences. As individuals and as a society, we have an opportunity to learn and improve. Prioritizing the health and safety of individuals is essential, and we must avoid oversight. It is also crucial to draw attention to and advocate for the ongoing progression of ethics in our society.